currently cleaning out the back hatch of this Jeep that I got at auction. We've got a collection of stuff here. So we got some gun cleaning stuff, and we have an outlet. Okay, maybe we'll find a weapon in here too. Who knows?
Oh gosh.
Oh yes. What we got? We got some corner shelves. We got some antifreeze. We got an immersion blender. We have a retractable, expandable handle for, you know, painting or whatnot. And we have a black suit. It looks like it came from a funeral because there's some kind of a plaque or headstone there. Let's see. We have a Ninja 1000 watt blender food processor. We have an insulated bag.
That's nice.
Oh man, all right, we got some antlers.
Cool.
Pretty sick.
That tent is massive.
Yeah, 6-person instant
Ozark Trail.
Ozark Trail
Built-in lights.
tent. So that's something. Looks like a yearbook. Yeah, we got some yearbooks in here.
What are those?
These look like air tools, like you hook them up to an air compressor.
Oh, interesting.
Use that. This looks like a knife sharpener.
Video.
All right, cool. All right. So, let's see. We gotta get up in here. Open the door. There we go. Let's get out all this other stuff. All right. Wonderful. Yeah, it's like we got a whole Goodwill in here.
What is that?
This is a peat dryer.
A peep dryer?
Peat. P-E-E-T. Peat shoe dryer. Okay, so I guess you put your shoes on this and it blows air into them.
Oh.
Yeah, so we got a sleeping bag. Got another sleeping bag.
Is that a camping stove?
Looks like it. Yeah, looks like a Coleman.
Oh my gosh. Get it open. Pop it.
Pop it.
We have our winter storm coming.
Yeah, we got a winter storm coming up.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. A bunch of respirators. Actually, the last thing of note is a work light.
Interesting.
So that could be good. All right, now that we have gone through what's inside the Jeep and kind of cleaned it out a bit, it's time to start working on actually getting it running. The locksmith said that when he got the keys made, he was able to get it to turn but not start. Whenever I went to put it into neutral so we could get it towed to my house, it didn't turn at all. You know, I'm not like, I don't see why he would lie, but that's just not the experience I had. This thing was like dead. So we're gonna take a look and see what we can do to get it started. All right, so pop the hood, and batteries looking kind of crusty. You know, it's been sitting for a year based on what I know. So I'm gonna see what I can do to get a new battery in it, maybe see if it'll crank, and kind of take it from there. All right, new battery is in. About to throw some ethanol-free gas in, and then we will see if it'll start. Okay, battery installed, put some fresh gas in. Looks like the battery is giving some juice, so that's good. Let's see. Okay. Okay. So I got it in park, and then let's try to start it. Nope. Okay, weird. Wasn't turning on, the lights weren't turning on for a second, so. Okay, I mean, it's got juice, and then nothing. Huh. Okay. Okay. Yesterday's test with the jumper cables demonstrated that it was a bad ground, preventing start. I was inspecting the terminals because, I mean, these cables are super old. I'll need to replace them at some point. I just noticed that this bolt was like loose, like I could wiggle that with my bare hands. So maybe that was affecting the ground. This guy, I was going to clean it and put it back, but I don't know if you can see that, but I sheared off the bolt head. So I got myself some PB Blaster, and today I'm going to be soaking bolts I plan to work on in the future in PB Blaster, because when I first got this thing I was just too excited and sheared off 2 bolts in one session trying to fix the grounds. So I might try the jumper cable test again now that this is tightened up, except this guy, this terminal can basically move with just my hand. So I need to tighten this down, make sure I get a good ground connection, and then otherwise I'm gonna be looking and trying to map where these cables go so I can make myself some new cables and get those replaced. Because for whatever reason, I don't want to do it the easy way and just buy the Jeep Cables Big 7 kit, make my own cables, because I'm an idiot, I guess. Then other than that, like while I'm waiting for materials to ship, because no one has anything locally, gonna work on just doing a oil change, topping off the power steering fluid because it was a little low when I got it. And then, yeah, soaking those bolts in some PB Blaster so I don't ruin anything else. All right, starting the oil change. Looks like it needed to happen. So, I think it's a bad ground. I hooked up the jumper cables to a ground bolt on the chassis and then to the negative terminal of the battery, and hop in here. I got it. Okay, tried to do a radiator flush or radiator pressure test because this is nasty. My Pittsburgh radiator pressure test kit, I used it, got to about 10 psi, and then it just exploded rusty coolant everywhere. So I think I'm gonna flush it. I got a Peak radiator flush and fill kit, which means I'm gonna splice in a T connection right here and run a garden hose to this. I got a bucket set to catch all the refuse that gets flushed out. So we'll see how it goes. All right. Got the old garden hose spliced in. Got it running pretty slow right now, but seems to be producing something. Pretty gross.